Okay, I'd like to discuss Garrison's Community of Inquiry Framework. According to our presentation in Module 1, Community of Inquiry, or COI, was developed in the 1990s, the late 1990s, to assess teaching and learning in asynchronous, text-based e-learning environments. Since then, this method has been deemed useful in higher education environments in face-to-face, blended learning, web-based synchronous environments, and multi-user environments. COI is based on John Dewey's practical inquiry model and consistent with many of the tenets of the socialist constructivist theory. The framework is based on the notion that knowledge construction is a collaborative, continuous process. The framework is consistent with values and goals of education to promote deep learning and meaningful inquiry. According to this framework, learning takes place within a community in which three elements interact: social presence, or SP, cognitive presence, or CP, and teaching presence, TP. The strength of this framework are that social presence is required. That means that students are required to interact with each other as a part of their education process. This is very important because out in the real world, students are going to need to know how to network with other individuals in order to accomplish things. And so this is an opportunity for them to practice those networking skills to prepare them for their real world work. COI also encourages communication among students in order to accomplish their projects, their cognitive presence. And I can tell you right now, in my professional job, my 8-hour job, communication is the one thing that people have trouble with more than anything else. And so if you can concentrate and work into your lesson to help your students learn how to communicate with one another and encourage them to have good communication skills, it will help them tremendously in real life when they get their full-time jobs. And again, another skill that they will be able to use in real life. Then the teaching presence. Teaching or coaching presence is very important. Students enjoy the fact that they can take online classes and they don't have to drive back and forth to campus. But I've noticed in my teaching experience that a lot of students still miss that interaction with a live faculty member. And the ability to communicate between the faculty member and their students is something that will help students work a whole lot easier and a whole lot better, because faculty members will help to facilitate focus for their students. And I notice I've done several Google Hangouts with my students, and I have sometimes I'll just open it up for questions or for people who are having issues, and I'll have people chime in uh, and say, "Oh, we're just here because we just wanted to see what's going on, or we just want to make sure we've got everything under control, or we just want to see if you're real," or you know. And it's just they want to have a live body. They want to see there really is a live professor on the other end of this computer screen. So it is nice for them to put a name and a face together and see that there is a live person on the other end of the screen. So it again, that's always a good thing, and those three things interact very well, and I think that does really good. And I really kind of connected with the COI framework. Another thing that struck me was a quote from Clark Mayer, that a course that includes effective instructional methods will better support learning than a course that fails to use an effective method, no matter what delivery method we use, whether it's face-to-face, blended learning, online learning, whatever. And I had our instructional technologist pretty much told me the same thing. He said that, first of all, deliver the course using the best method. And if that's not total distance learning, then pick the best method for your course and use the best instruction that's going to get your course taught to your students, and worry about the technology if the technology will help. So I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good evening. Thanks.